When we had the little house and we decided what we wanted to add on, we knew we wanted a back entrance and an area to put our things.
Right.
We wanted to make the kitchen a little bit bigger, so we added a
Yes, so we
pantry,
had a walk-in pantry.
right over there.
Where did you do your cabinets? I do remember you finding those cabinet doors and us figuring out how to put them in.
Yeah, Third Sunday Market, which I love Third Sunday Market. So quite a bit of, even our furniture, I'd say half of our furniture
There's
is
nothing
from-
worse, by the way, than a homeowner coming in with something going, here, figure out how to do it.
I know, I bet.
What do you remember about the process? I tell everybody that it's like having a baby where it's horrible and then after you have it, right, hey, it wasn't so bad. One of those things.
That's what I tell people too. That's exactly what I tell people. That's why I want to do it again.
Well, yeah. Well, we're gonna get started on it. That's our next video.
Right. But with the pricing, we decided to just not to do the addition with the remodel. And then it became exciting. Like, okay, we're gonna downsize, we're gonna do this, we have this family before, we're excited to be in this neighborhood. And
so what's your first memory of the process, right? Because now there has to be this excitement, build, and then we say, okay, we're gonna go get the permit. I remember going through variance process and all kinds of other things, but right, eventually we go to get the permit. What do you remember about that kind of getting started? Anything?
we had some roadblocks with the permit, I feel like, with the
We did.
Yeah, just having this little place, a carport area, and going out. We wanted to get 6 feet on each side or something.
We had to have a variance. I remember to get
and
that close to the property line. Yeah, I remember going through that whole process.
That was frustrating,
and it took a lot of time.
Yeah. Once we decided and landed on what we were going to do, and we were going to remodel this house, and then going through other roadblocks.
And you're still living in the other house all this time,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So essentially that's easy. One of the things that we tell everybody is you don't want to be living there.
Right.
But
No way could we have lived here.
that's right. Yeah, the demo was extensive in here. I mean, right, our first step in here was to come in and we took everything down to studs.
I mean, there was a whole wall here.
Yeah.
This was still the kitchen, but just everything
there was-
down to studs.
There was a brick
Yes,
wall here,
brick
right? You
wall.
go that way to get outside.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, it was a completely different space.
Yeah.
You remember coming in here, obviously, when it was all studs and doing all that.
Yeah.
I remember. You have some pictures of the kids, of the boys.
It was
and
really
that stuff in
exciting
there too,
to
right?
come here every so often and just see the progress and just start to envision our family in this house.
It was really exciting. Every single time coming in here. Just love it. And letting the boys come in and be a part of it.
Right.
They got to know some of the crew. They helped. They did some
Painting
token
the room.
painting.
Oh yeah, right.
Painting a little bit.
Right.
Oh, good job. Got some nice photos. I mean, so many great photos of it.
So we'd be lying if we said that everything was just
Yeah.
right roses. So, what do you remember as being maybe your most anxious moments, or what was a particular struggle?
When I would take a drive by and there would be workers here, like, why isn't there workers? But that happens,
Right.
A step has to happen before another step, and then you gotta.
Yep.
And it was doing this for the first time. Now I realize that certain steps have to be taken first before. So I remember calling you a couple times, and you would be like.
And then John would call me because you're too nice.
Not the
John-
one.
Jerk every time.
Bad cop.
And it does happen that way. So the communication in that process is probably among the hardest things that we do. How do we communicate between the contractor who may or may not, my subcontractor that may or may not perform up to expectation, and then in turn, how do we get that back to you guys? It's truly one of the hardest things that we do.
Yeah.
But
and being a new person that's remodeling, you don't really realize what it takes.
yours is the same. Would you say that your highest stress points were that?
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah.
And and then as you get closer to the done point and that
Absolutely.
targeted, okay, we're targeting this date, and if things aren't trending like you think they should be, that's when the anxiety kicks in. Because I don't care if there's not anybody here for a week, if we're on schedule.
Yeah, as long as we're on the contract date.
And then once it starts to be
Absolutely.
we're at risk, that's when I
Absolutely.
get nervous.
Yeah.
But when we really saw the progress, that was the okay.
Yeah. Progress tells a lot.
And you answered the phone sometimes.
Well, yeah.
No, you always get back
only
to
when
me,
I
so
knew
that
it was
was,
going to be good news, right? Because I don't like those back calls, so I don't answer those.
We had the good relationship, and really going, this was a project about relationship. And so we could have that conversation. I could say, hey, I'm kind of concerned about this, and building that relationship early on in the design period. A lot of going back and forth on design. We worked well together.
Yeah, that really starts early.
And that was the thing that brought us through. And building that up, it wasn't like we just met you, here's our plan, go build it for us, let me know when it's done.
Well, I don't want to make too much of the baby analogy, but the other one I use is the marriage, right? I mean, we're essentially getting married for a year or 2 years or something while your project and your warranty go together, and so that's creepy. But I've now taken it too far because this is your baby,
And
our
the
baby.
honeymoon.
Do you remember budget ever being a concern in process?
Yeah,
I'm thinking about change orders. There's a story behind this refrigerator that I remember.
Yes.
Well, I found the fridge. I went into a store and I found it on clearance, and I absolutely wouldn't have bought that fridge.
Right.
I really wanted the fridge before he found it,
and it's not practical,
Right.
but it's like the best piece in the
Right.
house of furniture.
It's certainly fitting for the room,
plans.
yes.
It's,
So those kinds of things, right? When you know you want something, when you know that it's not practical, do you remember how did you arrive at, okay, we're gonna do this? Is it just a matter of, okay, honey, whatever you want?
No.
I went into the store and I looked at that thing. I'm like, this is awesome. And
So you both fell
this
in
needs to go in our kitchen. And I stood there and I remember staring at it. I remember exactly there, and I was talking to people there. And I'm like, okay, this is it. And we didn't really have budget for that. And so, that was kind of the leap of faith, going, well, and not throwing caution to the wind. I don't think we did that throughout the project.
There was a couple things, like the upstairs bathroom. So
That's the other one I remember.
I really wanted subway tile in the bathroom, and there's certain things we had to get rid of, and so we weren't going to do the subway tile. And my main thing that I love the look of subway tile obviously, but we were downsizing from 4 bathrooms to 1 bathroom, and so I thought it's going to be a heavy, and the laundry room. It's a laundry room bathroom, so I was thinking, it's going to be hard working room.
Right.
And then we got rid of the subway tile, but then towards the end we added it back in.
Did I surprise you with that?
Yeah, I think it was a Mother's Day gift.
Aww.
Subway tile.
Hey, Mother's Day is right around the corner, by the way. So. That's
Right.
so sweet. Here's your tile, honey.
Can we take that shot over, and so she can actually look like it was true? Because she didn't look like she believed me. I surprised you.
Yeah, you did surprise me. That was the best gift ever. I loved
Oh,
it.
you were like, oh, I think so.